Hello, fellow glitches. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Today, I want to impart upon you a data set that, when downloaded and when marinated upon, and when you can transport it from the ears into the mind and from the mind into the soul and allow it to foundationally change who you are as a person, you will begin to truly understand the power of data sets. Today's data set is one that, if you meditate on and you understand the intricacies of, it'll foundationally change your life forever. Your operating system, your body, your human experience is comprised of two factors: the hardware and the software. The hardware is something that you are born in, right? By default, your vessel. It is the physical representation. Hello, fellow glitches. I hope you guys. Hello, fellow glitches. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Today, I want to impart upon you a data set that, when downloaded and when marinated upon, and when you can transport it from the ears into the mind and from the mind into the soul and allow it to foundationally change who you are as a person, you will begin to truly understand the power of data sets. Today's data set is one that, if you meditate on and you understand the intricacies of, it'll foundationally change your life forever. Your operating system, your body, your human experience is comprised of two factors: the hardware and the software. The hardware is something that you are born in, right? By default, your vessel. It is the physical representation in a three-dimensional reality as to who you perceive yourself to be. This vessel is the vessel that operates with reality, right? This is the vessel that integrates from the ethereal realm, your mind, your spirituality, your spirit, and translates into a physical format through the vessel, through the body. So your human experience is limited by the ability that your vessel has to process reality. So the question is, how powerful is your vessel? If we understand that the hardware is by factory default, we also understand that hardware can be upgraded. The hardware must be upgraded to be compatible with what? The software updates. Most of you guys are trying to update your software without occupying your mind and occupying your time in building the hardware. Your hardware cannot sustain the software upgrades that your mind desires, that you know are going to allow you to achieve the next level. The software, on the other hand, well, the software is the culture, the belief system, the mentality, the philosophy of life, the processing thoughts, the way of thinking. That is the software. You are born with software by default. You are given a religion, a name, an ethnicity, a people group, a train of thought. You were given customs and rituals to be a part of. You were given a last name. You were told what schools you must go to. You were told everything about you. The software was already programmed to run the hardware. It was already programmed from the beginning. But the beauty of the human experience is that you have the ability to upgrade the software. You have the ability to change what is the protocol and what is the process on which the hardware drives and on which the hardware runs. So my question for you, ladies and gentlemen, today is, how much time are you dedicated to changing the software and upgrading the software of your mind? And how much time have you dedicated to upgrading the hardware that allows the manifestation of the software in the physical reality, in the physical realm? Now, I know this may be a concept that is difficult for many of you to understand, but give it 3 or 4 listens. Let it marinate deep down into your heart and ask yourself, as the controller, right, as the person that controls, because you are in control if you choose to be, of my operating system, both hardware and software, what type of hardware and what type of software do I want to possess? Do I want to have? Do I want to own? And based off of that, You begin to devise a plan to upgrade things slowly. You do not overhaul everything at once. You might break something. You might have to debug, retest, and reboot. But once you understand that you have the power to upgrade the software, it is fully your control. You have the ability to upgrade your hardware, and you have the ability to install antiviruses and anti-malware and malware protection inside your software so that you do not commit the same mistakes of every other impure and corrupted hardware, which is what? Full of viruses and compromised. So understand how to develop filters, antiviruses to your mind and your body. Understand how to develop and upgrade your software through the programming that you're inserting and through the scripts that you're feeding the software. And finally, make sure that your hardware has the ability to sustain the upgrades that your operating system desires. If you can combine all three, well, then and only then have you entered dojo mode. Something very few have accomplished and very few have had the pride to have achieved. But I will reserve that for a future time. In the time being, focus on upgrading your hardware, focus on upgrading your software, and the world is yours for the taking. See you soon.